Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Santa Anita Park here on opening day. It is Friday, September the 28th, 2018. Gonna look at the featured sixth race from Santa Anita, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. This fall meet from Santa Anita, for years it's always been my favorite meet, still is. Used to be called the Oak Tree at Santa Anita meeting, and you'd always see some great horses running this meet. You have some great prep races for the Breeders' Cup, and it's just good racing. This weekend of racing in general is just a good week of racing also. But opening weekend Santa Anita in the fall, I always looked forward to as a kid. So we're here today. Sixth race going to look at. Let's get on to it. The sixth race, it's the Eddie D Stakes. It's a grade 3 race going for a purse of $100,000. This race is for 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of 9 horses going to the post. The distance of ground of 1,300 meters about, with a distance of ground of about 6.5 furlongs down the hillside turf course. About 6.5. This race named after Eddie Delahousse, really good rider, a Hall of Famer. My top selection, I like the number 2 horse here. The 2 horse, who is Caribou Club. Gonna go 2-8-3-6 in the superfecta. 2-8-3-6 super. Top selection of 2 horse Caribou Club. 4-year-old gelding by City Zip. Joe Talamo picks up the mount for Tom Proctor. The horse's most recent appearance came the 19th of August at Del Mar. 1 mile in the Del Mar Mile Handicap Grade 2 event. The horse finished 7th by 4 lengths. A little bit of a trouble trip. He had a little bit of a turn of foot, but again, it wasn't enough to win. I think coming here to Santa Anita, going down the hill again with a fast pace in front of him, I think he'll really do well. You're going to see a really fast race here. Before that, this horse ran the 30th of June at Woodbine, 1 mile in the Grade 2 King Edward Stakes. The horse finished 4th by 3 lengths, sitting a little bit closer that day. This horse never quickened up, weakened out of it. It wasn't the day to win. And then the Grade 2 Connacht Cup at Woodbine, 7 furlongs, June the 2nd. A horse that day won by 1.5 lengths. Not a tough race. He broke well, sat a little bit closer, and then he held on. A good race there, and then he won at Laurel the 21st of April. First start of the year, 1 mile in the Henry Clark Stakes. Horse won by 3/4 length. Great turn of foot at the end, and he got there. He's run down the hillside turf course in the past. Most recently, the 29th of October last year, 6.5 in an allowance race, 55,000. Horse won by half length, closing up well. A really good, impressive victory there. So I think coming back here again with a lot of pace in front of him at 6-1, I'll take him as a top selection in this very wide open race. So to recap my selections for the 6 from Santa Anita, it's the Grade 3 Eddie D Stakes. Gonna go with the 2 horse Caribou Club. Gonna go 2-8-3-6 in the superfecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5.